High blood pressure? Never do this in the morning. 9 daily mistakes that put your life at risk. High blood pressure, often called the silent killer, affects more than 1 billion people around the world. It quietly damages your heart, brain, kidneys, and arteries every single day, often without a single noticeable symptom. Yet, most people don't realize that some simple morning habits can make it dramatically worse, putting their lives at serious risk without even knowing it. In today's video, we're going to reveal the 9 daily mistakes that can dangerously spike your blood pressure, especially first thing in the morning, when your heart is already at its most vulnerable. Stick with us because your health, and even your life could depend on this information. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on critical health information that could save your life. Also, feel free to share this video with friends and family. You never know whose life you might help protect today. This video is intended for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider, primary care physician, or cardiologist before making changes to your health regimen, medications, or lifestyle, especially if you are managing hypertension or any cardiovascular condition. The science behind morning blood pressure. Before we dive into the mistakes, it's important to understand why mornings are so risky if you have high blood pressure. Morning blood pressure surge, MBPS, is a real phenomenon. In the early hours, typically between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m., your body's natural circadian rhythm causes your blood pressure to rise. Your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to prepare you for the day. This surge helps you wake up, but it also puts extra stress on your arteries and increases the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and aneurysms. Studies have shown that cardiovascular events are 40% more likely to happen in the morning than at any other time of day. That's why morning habits matter more than you think. Top 9 daily mistakes that can spike your blood pressure in the morning. 1. Skipping your morning medication. Why it's dangerous. If your doctor prescribed blood pressure medication, taking it at the wrong time, or forgetting it altogether could leave your blood pressure dangerously high during the critical morning hours. Research insight. Studies show that taking antihypertensive medications at bedtime, a practice called chronotherapy, can better control morning blood pressure surges. One study published in the Journal of the American Society of Hypertension showed that patients who took their medications at night had a 45% lower risk of cardiovascular events. Healthy tip. Set a daily reminder alarm on your phone. Talk to your doctor about chronotherapy if you're not already doing it. Never skip a dose without medical advice. 2. Drinking coffee. First thing on an empty stomach. Why it's dangerous. Caffeine stimulates the central nervous system, causing an immediate spike in blood pressure. When consumed on an empty stomach, the effect can be even more pronounced and prolonged. Research insight. A study published in the American Journal of Hypertension found that a single cup of coffee could increase systolic blood pressure by 8 mmHg and diastolic pressure by 6 mmHg, lasting up to 3 hours. Healthy tip. Eat a small, balanced breakfast first to buffer caffeine's effects. Consider switching to herbal tea or low-caffeine alternatives. Limit coffee intake to 1 to 2 cups per day and avoid high-sugar coffee drinks. 3. Skipping breakfast altogether. Why it's dangerous. Skipping breakfast can trigger cortisol spikes, insulin resistance, and heightened sympathetic nervous system activity, all of which contribute to elevated blood pressure. Research insight. A study from the Journal of Nutrition found that people who routinely skipped breakfast were at a 27% higher risk of developing hypertension compared to those who ate breakfast daily. Healthy tip. Eat a breakfast rich in potassium, magnesium, and fiber. Examples: oatmeal, bananas, berries, spinach smoothies, whole grain toast with avocado. Avoid processed, high-sodium breakfast foods like bacon, sausage, and packaged pastries. 4. Checking your phone or emails immediately. Why it's dangerous. Instant exposure to stressful news, overwhelming to-do lists, or work demands can trigger a stress response, elevating your heart rate and blood pressure before you even get out of bed. Research insight. Cortisol, the stress hormone, naturally peaks in the morning. Adding emotional or mental stress amplifies sympathetic nervous system activation and can cause a sharp rise in systolic pressure. Healthy tip. Delay checking emails, social media, and news for at least the first 30 to 60 minutes of your day. Start your morning with calming activities like stretching, deep breathing, or gratitude journaling. 5. Taking a hot shower right away. Why it's dangerous. Hot water causes blood vessels to dilate, which can initially lower blood pressure. However, in some people, especially those with unstable hypertension, the sudden change can trigger reflex tachycardia, a rapid heartbeat, causing blood pressure to surge afterward. Research insight. Data from the American Heart Association notes that sudden temperature extremes, both hot and cold, can cause abrupt cardiovascular changes that may trigger cardiac events in vulnerable individuals. Healthy tip: use lukewarm water for your morning shower. Avoid extreme hot tubs or saunas early in the day. 6. Rushing out the door without stretching or walking. Why it's dangerous. Going from lying flat in bed to immediate physical exertion, even rushing to work, can cause abrupt blood pressure changes. Your body needs time to adjust from rest to upright posture, called orthostatic blood pressure regulation. Research insight. Skipping gentle movement in the morning can impair blood flow adaptation, stressing the heart and arteries, especially for people over 50 or those with vascular stiffness. Healthy tip: spend 5 to 10 minutes doing light stretching or a gentle walk indoors before leaving the house. Practice deep diaphragmatic breathing to relax your cardiovascular system. 7. Eating a high-sodium breakfast. Why it's dangerous. High-sodium foods immediately cause water retention, increasing blood volume, and therefore raising blood pressure. The effect can start within just 1 hour of eating. Research insight. The average American breakfast can contain over 1,500 milligrams of sodium, almost the full daily recommended limit, hidden in foods like breakfast sandwiches, processed cheese, and cereals. Healthy tip: choose fresh foods over processed ones. Look for low-sodium labels if buying packaged foods. Add potassium-rich foods like bananas, tomatoes, and oranges to counteract sodium's effects. 8. Ignoring morning dehydration. Why it's dangerous. Dehydration thickens your blood, making it harder for the heart to pump. This leads to higher blood pressure and can strain your kidneys, which are already vulnerable with hypertension. Research insight. Overnight, the body loses water through breathing and sweat. Even mild dehydration can cause an 8 to 10 mmHg rise in systolic blood pressure, according to a review in Frontiers in Physiology. Healthy tip: drink a full glass of water within 30 minutes of waking. Add a splash of lemon for extra antioxidant benefits. 9. Forgetting to monitor your blood pressure regularly. Why it's dangerous. High blood pressure doesn't always have noticeable symptoms. Skipping regular monitoring means you might miss dangerous spikes, especially those that occur early in the morning. Research insight. Home monitoring has been proven to significantly improve blood pressure control, as shown in studies published in The Lancet. Morning readings are especially critical for assessing cardiovascular risk. Healthy tip: take your blood pressure at the same time each morning after using the restroom but before eating. Keep a journal or use a digital tracker to spot patterns. Share your readings with your healthcare provider regularly. Bonus section: healthier morning routine for hypertension patients. Here's an ideal 7-step morning routine to protect your heart health. Wake up slowly and stretch in bed. Drink a full glass of water. Practice deep breathing or 5 minutes of mindfulness. Take prescribed medications, if advised. Eat a potassium-rich, low-sodium breakfast. Avoid screen time for the first hour. Go for a short walk outside if possible. Building this kind of routine doesn't just lower blood pressure, it can literally add years to your life. Small changes, big impact. Managing blood pressure is about much more than just avoiding salt or taking a pill. It's about mastering your daily habits, especially the ones you might not even realize are harming you. By fixing these 9 common morning mistakes, you can take enormous pressure off your heart, your arteries, and your entire body. It's never too late to make a change, and often it's the small, consistent changes that make the biggest difference over time. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about. Together, we can fight the silent